Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. This is Brian, Animal Activist, and see we've got someone watching already. Oh, hey Martin, it's good to see you, my friend. So wow, what a week. Actually, before I get into what I've done this week, so this live chat here is for anyone that wants to share their testimonies about why they went vegan, or why anyone else should go vegan. I'm going to go ahead and drop a link in the chat there. So if anyone wants to share, you just click that link. You will need a camera and a microphone. And there it is. So if you click on that link, it doesn't actually take you directly onto the screen, so don't worry about that. It takes you into a waiting room, so I can see you waiting, and then I can announce you. It's important if you want to be a voice for the animals. You know, the animals want to hear your voice. Why you went vegan, and you know, and so on. So I'm just going to keep live here for a little while. We'll see if we can get a few people join in. I'm not the best in the world at marketing, but we'll see how things go. I do have a couple of videos here that I can play while we're waiting for people to join. Find it here. So this is like a little 3-minute video. It's kind of funny. I'm gonna play it. Martin, maybe you'll like this.
Hi there, my name's Regan. Hi there, my name's Regan, but you can call me Regan the Vegan. I've been living the vegan van life for 3 months now, but I've been vegan for over 4 years. And one of the questions I get asked most often is, Regan the Vegan, why did you go vegan? So let me tell you all a story about how it all began. Firstly, let us just say that before I was vegan, I was very much not vegan. I used to want to eat meat for every meal, and I didn't care at all about anything I was eating. That's right, it was about a 1 in a million chance that I would go vegan. It's true, I was far from eating a perfect diet, and with all the meat and processed animal products I was eating, I was left chubby and feeling low on energy. I was just left feeling a bit tired all of the time. So that's when I decided to go vegan, and immediately I felt good from my head to my toes. At first my mum was a bit confused. She thought I was a bit of a nut, but eventually she came round. Being vegan can be annoying at times though. It does drive me bananas every time I get asked a bunch of questions about where I get my protein. That's until I told them how I'd been taking care of it. With lentils and beans. Seriously though guys, you've got to stop asking about the protein. Cashew are really getting on my nerves. I mean, it drives me absolutely nuts. It's enough to make a man go crazy. And at times I just feel like I want to kale the next person that asks me about protein. Protein's not the only thing that seems to worry people. Others tell me I'm being a bit too hardcore. But to that I say, bitch peas, I've honestly never felt any better. At first I thought it would be difficult. For breakfast I always enjoyed an egg. Plants won me over though, and now my vegan smoothies taste very delicious. So at first I was vegan just for my health, until I saw videos that appealed to my compassionate side. Videos that were raising awareness of factory farming and made me go, gee, this needs to stop. I want to keep this video short, so there's not much room for details, but if you'd like to find out more about veganism, check out the links in the description below. I'm sorry if anyone thought this video was a bit too corny, but humour is a key way to get people interested, and I live making puns, even if it doesn't come with a round of applause. So if you or your dad thought this video was pretty rad, or even just rad-ish, feel free to hit like, subscribe, or comment with your own favourite pun down below. Whew, I feel pretty grape now that that's over. Thanks, share it with your friends, then cheers. But if you'll excuse me, I'm actually on a hot date. Yep, nice and gooey. Just how I like it.
Isn't that funny? Regan the vegan. All right, so yeah, let's pull up the comments here. All right, so there's Martin. Hi, Martin. It's great to see you on the channel again, my friend. And then we have animal lover. Hi, Brian. I'm vegan for God's animals. That's awesome. Me too. I think it's very empowering that once you go ethically vegan, I think it's a moral duty for us to speak up for animals. Having said that, I remember having a conversation with someone once, and I said to them, "So, oh, you've been a vegan?" And they said, "Yeah, 17 years." I thought, "Wow." I said, "Do you speak up for the animals as well? Are you an activist?" And the person said, "No, I don't speak up for the animals at all because they have to wake up themselves." Oh, no, I do see some kind of truth in that. People have to wake up themselves. You can't make anyone go vegan, but I feel there's always something inside of me that wants to speak up for animals. It's like a driving force because if we put ourselves in the animal's position, for example, like the golden rule, we put ourselves in animals' position, we wouldn't want to be imprisoned, right? Innocent, imprisoned, and then sent to execution. No, so yeah. Clever play on words. Yeah, it was kind of a little funny video. I have a few of them in the side here if no one really wants to speak. So I just create this channel, this event really to build the vegan community. If you want to promote your channel or promote an activism group, or you just want to share a testimony, there's a link here. I'll put it on the screen as well. I've left it in the comments there at the side. If anyone, you just click on that link, it brings you right on the screen and you share away. Don't be afraid, my friends. Oh yeah, let me tell you about my week. So I did go and do a vigil at the slaughterhouse, and I was holding a big giant sign that said, "You've been lied to. Watch Dominion.com," and it was shift change. All the employees are coming out of the factory. It's huge, by the way. And the car after car after car, and I'm holding the sign, and so everyone's reading the sign. There, see people taking pictures, so they can watch it later as well, which is great because not everyone at the slaughterhouse actually sees what happens in the kill floor. They're kind of blind to this. They just work maybe in processing, you know. So hopefully people watch it, and then afterwards, I actually took my drone above the slaughterhouse there. It was kind of shocking. The entrance where they herd the animals in through the doors at the back, and there was a tractor wheeling out the sick. They kill the sick and then take the sick to a little private shed, where they're going to dispose of the bodies. Can you imagine living a life in a slaughterhouse? You suffer. You're born into prison. There's no way out. You're suffering all the way until they send you to your death, and then you get rejected because you're sick, and they still kill you. There's no mercy whatsoever. I just don't understand it. So yeah, there's the link. I had an interesting conversation again a couple of days ago, and so someone said to me, "Oh no, God says we can eat meat because He never wrote in the Bible, 'Thou shalt not eat meat.' Wouldn't that have made sense if God wrote, 'Thou shalt not eat meat'?" Well, He did write that, "Thou shalt not kill." It's the same thing. You you have to kill an animal to eat the animal. When it comes to eating from the Garden of Eden, all the fruits and the vegetables and the leaves and the rest, there's no killing involved. So "thou shalt not kill" is kind of a marker for "thou shalt not eat meat." That was a good video, but sad for the animals. Yeah, it's very hard to stand outside a slaughterhouse watching all that innocent 6-month-old animals going in and the trucks leaving empty. But I think, again, use the golden rule and put yourself in that truck. If you were in that truck, wouldn't you be just a little happy to see at least one person there trying to defend you or share the truth. I think it's very important that we take a stand sometimes, you know. Yes. Oh, so it looks like we have a person on the screen here. Let me just check the comments here. All right, so it looks like we have someone that wants to share on the screen, and I'm going to go ahead and put you on the screen. Okay, here you go. All right, so this is oh, I don't see your display now. This is Animal Lover from the comments there. So welcome, Animal Lover. So I'll be quiet if you want to share why you want to speak today.
Well, I was just, hey, Brian, I was wanting to tell you that I watched the Joseph Stockyard video. I was very proud of you doing that all alone. I watched every second of it. And if I had been there, Brian, I would have been right by your side.
Awesome. Well, thank you. It's
That's right.
yeah, that's really cool.
Okay.
After you go to an event like that by myself, it's like medicine. When you speak up for animals, you're rewarded with like medicine, and it kind of comes on you. It's like a blessing, for doing what you're supposed to do. So thank you for sharing that. Would you also like to share why you went vegan?
Well, I would. Well, I would, but I'm having problems here on my end with the video, with the audio.
Yeah, I kind of hear a lot of echo there, so that's no problem. Maybe we can share next time, okay? I do appreciate you coming on and for your words of encouragement.
Well, I can talk. I can say something. I wanted to share a small bit of my testimony. See, what's happening is I'm hearing my voice after I speak to you.
Oh, okay. Why don't
Yeah,
you?
and that's very confusing. I'm talking. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Okay.
So
Well, yeah,
when you get
kind of.
ready to speak, you can turn your speakers off,
It
and then you.
confuses me. Okay. I become a vegetarian thank Thanksgiving Day 1999. I become a Christian October 8th of 1999. Became a vegetarian on Thanksgiving Day with a 23-pound turkey on the table with the Bible in my hand, 10 people around the table. I read the Thanksgiving psalm, and when I lay the Bible down, I look at everyone around the table, and my son was there. And I looked right at him, and I said, as of this day, Mom has just became a vegetarian. Well, I knew that there were going to be problems. Every face around the table dropped. Some eyes looked like, what's that mean? And then Jamie, my son, all I could see in his eyes was no more meatloaf. That's all I saw. Well, I continued to cook animals, done everything I always did in my house, except myself did not eat them. When I became a Christian, I turned my television on and I saw a program, 3ABN, which is Three Angels Broadcasting Network, Seventh Day Adventist. Okay. And the first messages that I saw on there was them preaching on veganism and vegetarianism. And I knew that's where God wanted me. So I watched it, and it seems like at that time that was all they were preaching on. It happened for me at just the right time. And I would take my Bible out, Brian, to my car with all this house full of people because I was renting rooms. And I would go out to my car with a flashlight and the Bible, and I would tell them not to bother me. And I would go in my car and read scriptures telling me that God did not want us to eat animals. Okay. And practically everywhere I went in the Bible, I could see that and see how contradictory it was in a way. And so I kept doing that until I moved to where I am now. This was in South Florida. And then a loved one of mine died, and I had no reason more to stay there. So I moved here. And I, continued to be a vegetarian until I got my first computer. And that was in, believe it or not, was in 2007. Okay. I knew nothing. So when I got privy on how to operate it, I made a Facebook account. And when I went on there, animals was the only thing that I was interested in. And I went to Mercy for Animals chicken cruelty video. I thought, Brian, that those little chickens that I watched as a child, that I had to feed, that I had to go get the eggs, I was forced to eat them. When I saw that, I felt like I was the worst person on earth because as a child, I loved animals. It absolutely broke my heart to see this woman do this to animals. I'm getting personal, but it was like a farm. We slaughtered animals. It was a ongoing occurrence. It broke my heart, but I thought it was a common, a normal thing.
Mhm.
Then when I watched the chicken, I went over to the dairy because I was still eating the cheese. I was making homemade pimento cheese and all that kind of stuff, deviled eggs. And, all of that went out of my house. I'll give you time to say something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I understand why you've got the echo. You probably have two versions of this running. Maybe you have two browsers open. You've got YouTube and then you've got the live stream.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Hold on just a minute.
Yeah, I've had that echo before, and I didn't realize till afterwards. It was like, oh no, but that's cool. Well, Karen tries to figure out her live stream connection there. If anyone else wants to share why they went vegan, don't forget there's a link in the chat. I put it right on the screen there as well. And I will be doing the visual again soon. Actually, I think I already created an event. I'll have to find it and put it in the comments below. Well, I have to say it takes a brave person that doesn't usually go on camera to stand in the front of a camera and speak up for animals. That's for sure. Because the truth is, animals need our voice, right? I remember, before I went vegan, I didn't even know what the word vegan was. I went vegetarian and I stumbled into the word vegan by accident after watching, male chicks being macerated. And they're disgusting, right? So let's check the comments here, what we got here. Yes. Yes, she's left a comment in the left a comment that she's vegan for God's animals. And it looks like Animal Lover. It got cut off her connection there, so that's okay. We do appreciate you to I don't know if you do a lot of video testimonies, but it's amazing to hear another person's testimony of how they went vegan. Because I also remember as a child, many times. There was one time my mom and this guy she was dating, they were cooking something on the stove, and the guy gave the dog a big bone. He was working at a slaughterhouse, and he was joking around with a sheep's eye. I found it really sick that he kind of did this. But I guess we get desensitized. Is that why people start to show us this? Um, I was in a grocery store a couple of days ago, and I'm taking some video in the meat section for a video that I'm working on, and there was a woman reaching in. She's trying to find the best, piece of animal flesh, and her kids, her children, are leaning over, touching the flesh too. So this is how we condition our kids and desensitize them to rotten flesh just laying on shelves. They think it's food. I mean, who's the one person you trust in all the world, right? Your parents. Oh, you're just stating that you saw that in the comments here. Yeah, it's. I've done a lot of videos where speaking up for animals, and before I became an activist, I would have never come on here and showed my face. I would never. I would never be brave enough. I would always think I hate hearing my own voice on here and seeing myself. I hate these things, but I put up with them and get used to it because I'm animal rights activist that I say I am. So I'm gonna speak up for animals that don't want to die. That's for sure. And if you're watching this and you're not vegan, welcome. Leave a comment if you want to give me a reason why you think it's okay to kill animals and their life for our taste and pleasure. Let me know. So you want to watch a video? I have a couple of others in here. It's kind of great. This is free. This software I'm using here, it's totally free. Let me remove that comment there. All right, we have a couple more people just joined here. The mighty Zulu. How can you accept torturing and killing plants? All right, it's a great question. First of all, there's actually no killing involved when you eat a plant. There's no blood, there's no screaming, there's no suffering. And when you pluck a tomato off a plant, it's you can see there's a big difference between stabbing an animal to death and eating a tomato, right? So, and secondly, an animal is just like you and me, a sentient being with a brain, a central nervous system, eyes, feelings, emotions, and has a desire to live and not die. Or a plant doesn't have no sentience at all within the plant. A plant does have some what they call stimuli, where they'll react to rain, sunlight, but other than that, they have no central nervous system, which means they can't feel pain. So there's no torturing involved eating a tomato. DominionMovement.org. Hi, Brian and chat. Hey, welcome to the channel, my friend. Martin, that's so true, Brian. Indoctrine is forced upon us from childhood. Right. As a child, when you sit at that table, your parents that you love and trust, right? They love and trust their parents. It's been handed down generation to generation. And if they would have shown you the animal being ripped to pieces in front of you when you were a child, you would have not ate the meat, right? Because you have a natural innocence of empathy and love in there. And it kind of, our hearts get hardened, through the years as we're kind of forced fed. I was nervous, bumbling through everything. Oh no, you did great. It's if you're not used to being on camera, it's amazing to share your testimony. I know Martin was paying close attention, and everyone appreciates you taking the time to do that. I remember my first time. Yeah, I'm shaking. I was always shaking afterwards too, and I always mumbled my words, but yeah, it's good. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Martin saying hi, Dominion. Mighty Zulu. So plant life has no value. I'll leave that there for a second, eh? All right, so, and then Martin says, plants are not sentient. Dominion says, carnies kill more plants. Yeah, that's true, but let's go back to Mighty Zulu here. So plants have no value. There's a difference between a plant and an animal. An animal is a living being, and a plant is a piece of food. And you can find this out yourself if you was to read maybe like Genesis chapter 1 verses 29 and 30. Very clear the difference between these two things. One's food and one's life. So yeah, plants do have value. Food. And then the carnies kill more plants. Yeah, I mean, this is a fact. If you want to reduce the killing of plants, which you probably have with your piece of animal flesh every time you eat anyway. There's billions and billions of animals in this, and with the crop fields are overflowing with food that everyone could be eating, but no, we give all these crops to the animals to give you that little tiny piece of decomposing flesh that's on your plate. So by not killing animals, you're actually speaking up for your plants, your food. Yeah, plants are not sentient. I mean, we can tell a difference. So if I hold down a carrot here and I'm cutting the carrot, there's no screaming, there's no suffering, there's no pain. If I hold down an animal, there's going to be screaming, suffering, and blood everywhere. There's a, I don't know why people can't see the difference here. Tomato and someone's life is in your hands. Man, we can be like a king, right? Just imagine this. You're the king of this world, and the animal's been dragged before you, screaming and kicking and saying, "Please have mercy on me." And you're like, "Off with her head. Bring me their flesh on a plate." So we have a choice in this world. We can be that mean king, off with her head and show no mercy whatsoever. Or we can go, "Hey, free the animal. Bring me a carrot. Bring me a potato. What does it matter? Bring me some real food. Plants have value. Yeah, food." But I do appreciate you coming and asking those questions and keeping it real. Most non-vegans usually jump from one thing to the other, so appreciate that. If you've got anything else you maybe want to state there, that would be cool. Anyone else would like to come on here and speak up? There's a link in the chat. I'm going to put it up on the screen again here once I find it. All right. So if you really want to defend plants or animals, you click on this link. You just need a video and a microphone, sorry, and you come on the screen and show why. So I'm actually going to keep doing this live event every week, 5 p.m. Fridays, and give everybody a chance to speak up. Now, if you're vegan and you want to be a better animal rights activist, you want to get your voice out there, I'm going to recommend a channel called, actually, they have a website too. It's the Animal Activism Collective. And that's an animal activism mentorship. Amazing website. You go there, you click on find a mentor, and they pair you up with an experienced animal rights activist, and they'll work with you and find out what your best skills are for speaking up for animals. I'm gonna put a link in the chat here to their website. And the best thing about this website is it's free. Right on the screen right there. Animalactivismmentorship.com. Some of the best animal rights activists out there right now, you can get to meet them by just going through this link and find a mentor. They have hundreds of resource videos too. And then also this is where I started off as an animal rights activist, and it really helped me a lot here. I'm going to put it in the comments here. I do see another comment there. I'm going to pull that up on the screen in a second. Anonymous for the Voiceless was where I started at. They actually teach you how to be more confident while you speak up for animals on the street, and you get to shadow an experienced activist, learn how to be polite and not let your emotions take over. Very empowering. They show slaughterhouse footage on the streets. They're sharing the truth because it's been hidden from you, right? It takes a brave person to watch something like the documentary Dominion and not pull away because it's going to hurt your eyes. All right, so we have the vegan Heatic, the mighty Zulu. I was able to find an answer to that question myself when I looked at Genesis chapter 1 and 2. I saw that God breathed the breath of life into only animals and humans. Amen. That's very good there. Yes, and in Genesis 1:30, it does say in there that I give you the plants and the leaves and the seeds, and this will be your food to every creature with the breath of life in them, which means they actually have a soul as well, just like you and me. And even if they didn't have a soul, it doesn't give you the right to kill them. So it's like, put the knife down. Put the knife down, right? The life given to plants was separate kind of life, a life void of the animating life force, soul that God gave to only human animals. Animals are sentient beings having their own subject experience that can't be said for vegetables and fruit. That's right. A vegetable or a fruit just receives stimuli from the sun or rain, whereas a animal is sentient, just like you and me. We have a personality within inside. Some say that's your soul, your personality. Very good information, guys. I love this. All right, so yeah. So if anyone wants to come on and share why they went vegan, you're quite welcome. I'm going to play a little video. It's only like 2 minutes long, and it's someone else sharing, how to go vegan. There you go.
How to go from meat eater to vegan. Tip number 1. The first step in making any positive changes in our lives is to have a reason why to do so. And that reason to go vegan is a very simple and logical principle, which is rejecting animal exploitation. You might have never looked into how animals are used in food, clothing, testing, and entertainment. But let me tell you this, it's not bad, it's horrific beyond words. But don't take my word for it, look it up for yourself. You can take just about an hour of your life to watch one of those 2 videos. They are really a big eye-opener. The link in the description. Tip number 2. Since eating is a huge part of our lives, learn to cook easy vegan meals. But the reality is that you probably already eat fruits, veggies, nuts, seeds, grain, legumes. So you really just have to switch the animal products for plant-based products, and you won't miss on the taste. Tip number 3. Like in any changes in life, getting started feels the hardest. But don't give up. It's easier than you think. You will soon create new habits and the rest will follow. Tip number 4. Always remember the reason why you choose to be vegan. It's to reject the abuse, the oppression, the exploitation, and the killing of animals. It's so easy to stick with this lifestyle when you're reminded regularly what the animals have to endure and go through. You got this. Peace.
Yeah, thank you. Wow, what a video, right? I couldn't have said that better myself. So yeah, I'm vegan and I eat vegetables and fruits, and I just don't eat or kill anybody. I stopped murdering and killing, was it nearly 6 years ago? We wake up to the truth, right? So just again, for anyone that's just joined or watching on the live stream there, I created this event for anyone that maybe wants to share a testimony of why they went vegan. And if you do want to share, there's a link in the comments there that you can just scroll through and you find it. I'll put it on the screen again. There's the link. You just need a camera, a microphone, and a voice to speak up for animals. I will be doing this event every week, 5 p.m. Fridays. So be brave, people. So what else have we got coming up this week? I do have a vegan church service this evening at 8:15 Central Standard Time. It's going to be on this channel here, on the YouTube channel. It's where I defend. I'm an animal rights activist, not a pastor. So, but I do use God's true scriptures and speak up for the animals and kind of combine those. I think you'll enjoy the service. Uh, Anyone can watch it, and if you want to share my upcoming service to your social media websites, that would be amazing. Maybe to your non-vegan friends or Christian friends or any kind of religious friends. Let's get that message out there. You know, it's important that we do what we can. So, oh, let me go back to the notes here. Martin said, "Good video." Hope you was referring to that last one though. Yeah, it was amazing. I was very encouraged by that short video. I do have another. Let's play another little 2-minute video here. This was me 3 or 4. I think it was 3.5 years ago. And I encourage anyone who's vegan for the ethical reason, go and meet the animals that you're speaking up for. Go and apologize to them for what you've done. So go to a farm sanctuary, spend some times with the animals, get to know them. Again, it's like medicine. It just makes you feel so much better hanging out with pigs, horses, and cows. And a farm sanctuary, they don't run away from you. They come to you and they remember you. So I've got it like just a 2-minute clip here of me going to the farm sanctuary, handing out some carrots to some of my friends. One carrot? Look, I bring you a gift. Have you not had one? Hey, I recognize these faces. No, you've had one. You're just beautiful, aren't you? You think the sheep will like a carrot? Surrounded. Go follow me. Go on this from the camera. Look. You get followed every. You're a little guy. That's a big one. Make it last. You've had one. You want another? Small one for you. You got it? Go on then. Hey, stranger. Actually, too big for you. There you go. You're sheepy. You like carrots? It's for you. You can take it. Alright. You want one, sweetie? You make the effort to run over, I'm going to bring it to you. There you go. You've had 2 now. I've only got 1 carrot left. Alright, I'm going to have to pause it. Yeah, what a day. I remember that day. It was so beautiful. I've had many days like that on a farm sanctuary. Cows, horses. When I first went to the farm sanctuary, the animals were step backish because they didn't know me, and the horses would never come near me. After a couple of visits, they come running to the fence every time I go. It's kind of strange to see like pigs and horses and cows all come running to see you. It's like the good shepherd. They hear your voice and they know you. Wow. What we Oh, so mine says I would love to come on one time, and now I'm tired. It's 12:45 right now here. Hey, no problem. Maybe one time. Like I say, you could make a short video, send it to me, or you can come on another time. But I appreciate you staying up late, to watch this. I think Martin's in Spain, right? You're in Spain right now. Buenas noches. I do have a few more videos in there, but I think I'm gonna call it time. It's 5:45. I hope everyone that's even re-watching this, I do appreciate you taking the time to listen to, and we thank the animal lover for sharing her testimony about why she went vegan, and Martin and everyone who left a comment, and I hope the Zulu, his name, the mighty Zulu, um, listened with an open mind rather than a closed mind, because it's important that we keep our minds open and always be willing to change. Don't be closed-minded like the rest of the world and think one way, so you're going to get lost. Just check out the documentary Dominion at watchdominion.com. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm going to end the live stream now. Take care, my friends.